So what are we going to do today? We are going to learn about how can we design tables in HTML. Okay, that's what we are going to learn. Now, before that, I would like to show you something. So, as all of you know, that this is Excel software that you're right now seeing on your screens. Okay, and these are columns, and these are known as rows.
Excuse me,
Now,
sir.
yes, who's this?
Sir, I am not able to see your screen.
I think there is some network issue at your end, due to which you're not able to see my screen, dear. Now, if suppose I've got something like this in one of the Excel workbooks. Can anyone tell me what is this? What is this thing that this is a table? That is absolutely right. Now, what are these? What are these? These are fields. Absolutely right. Okay, these are fields that we have defined for this table. And what is this? What is this? These are not columns here. This is a data that we have got in this table. Okay, this is the data, okay, that we have got for these three different fields in this table, and these are the fields. Okay, now how can we make a table like this in HTML? That's what
you're telling.
I am talking about, chapter number 9. Okay, and I am on page number 134. As you already know that we had already discussed all the three kinds of list, the description list, ordered list, and what was the third one? Unordered list. Okay, we had discussed all the three kinds of list, and besides that we discussed about how can we use attributes, and how can we pass values for those attributes in order to style different kind of tags that we use in our HTML document. So now what we are discussing today, we are going to learn about how can we make a table like this. Okay, how can we make a table like this in HTML? That's what we are going to learn about. Now, before that, what is the first step that we need to follow? What is the first thing that we need to do? We need to define the basic structure of HTML. Absolutely right. So that's how I can do it. Okay, this is the basic structure of HTML that I'm defining right now. Hope this thing is clear to every one of you. How you can define the basic structure, what is meant by basic structure of HTML.
Yes, sir.
So this is a basic structure of HTML. Fine. Now, if suppose we want to give some style to our web page, so what is the tag that we can use? We can use style tag. And where do we need to define that style tag? In between these head tags, beta, we need to define the style tag. We define style tags in between the head tags, just after the title tag, where the title tag is getting ended. Na? After that, we need to define the style tag. Okay, so this is how we can define the basic structure of HTML. Now, for seeing the output, what kind of output this code is going to produce, for that we need to come on the file. This is a file, okay, that we have saved with the name of tables, and What is the output that we are going to see here? We are not going to see anything here because we do not have anything in this body part. Okay, we do not have any information in this body part. So this web page over here will be completely blank. Now, what are you seeing here? This is the title of the page. Right now, I have not defined any title over here in this notepad. If suppose I define a title like this here in this notepad file, now what is going to happen? What are the changes that are going to get reflected over here? So this is a change that I'm going to see here on the title bar of this web page. Okay. Now, if suppose we want to give this body part yellow color, how can we do that? Can anyone tell me how can we give this body part a yellow color?
So by defining background color yellow.
That is absolutely right.
Background
And
color.
which tag is controlling
Sir,
this part of the
body.
web page?
Style.
Absolutely.
Body.
CSS.
We need to write body here. Okay, in between the style tags, we need to write body. Then we need to place curly brace.
Curly
And
bracket.
after that,
Background.
background color. Okay, this is how we are supposed to write it, right? Background color, and the value that we can pass over here.
Yellow.
Okay, so this is how we can pass a value for this background color property, or you can say attribute of this body tag. Now when we'll save the changes, and so this is the output. This is the kind of output that we are going to get here on the web page. Now, if we want to define a table over here on this web page, what is the attribute that we can use for that? The attribute that we need to use for defining a table is table only. Okay, this is the table tag. Sorry, table. What is the tag that we need to use for defining a table? The tags are table tags. Okay. So this is the opening tag, and this is a point where the tag is getting closed. Fine. Now let's see what is the output that we are going to get. So we are not getting any output over here on this web page just because we haven't defined anything in this table portion, right? So what we need to define rows, headers, captions, etc. inside this table. Then only we are going to get some output here on this web page. Now this is a table that we have got on this Excel sheet. Okay, and if suppose I want to get an output something like this. Just give me a short moment. Okay, now can anyone tell me what is this over here? The student information.
Information.
This is the heading of the table, right?
So title.
This is the title, or you can say heading of the table, or we can say in HTML language, we will call it as a caption. Okay, remember this thing. We will call this thing as a caption of the table. Now, how can we define this caption? This is the first thing that we need to define. Remember this thing. Whenever you are creating a table, and if you want a caption to be defined for a table, so this is the thing that you are going to define first for the table. How and which tag you are going to use for defining the caption. This is the tag that you need to use. The name of the tag is caption. Okay, and you can write this thing over here like this, student information, and then you can close the caption tag. So now let's see what is the output that we are going to get on the HTML page. I've saved the changes that I've made over here on this notepad file. So this is the output that I'm going to get here on the notepad, on the web page, on my web page. Now, what is the second thing we need to define? What is the second thing we need to define? Can anyone tell me? We need to define the fields.
Headers.
That is absolutely right. We need to define the headers, or you can say fields for the table. Now, how we can define the fields for the table, that we are going to see.
TD tag.
TD is for table data dear. It's not for table header. Okay, for defining this table headings, the tags that we can use is th. Okay, but as we can see that this is a row in which these all three headings are present. So before defining, remember this thing, before you define something for a row, you need to create a row first. Okay, always you have to do this thing first. You have to create a row first, and after that you need to define the things that you want to define in that row. So how can we create a row? That's what we are going to see first. For creating a row, you can use this TR tag. It stands for table row. Okay, so this is the first row. This is how I can create a row for a table, okay, by using this TR tag. Now inside this TR tag, I need to define these three fields. How am I going to do that? For that, what I will use is, I will use TH tags. Can you all please mute yourself? You know, some noise is coming from the speakers of someone. So this is a tag that we are going to use for defining the fields of the table. What is the first field? What is the name of the first field? It is serial number, and we are going to get it reflected like this. And then we need to close this table header. So this is the first field that you have defined, okay, for this table inside this first row. Fine. Now how you will define the second field? You just have to copy this code, okay, and paste it just after where the header tag is getting closed. This is where you need to paste it, and just replace this information with the name of the second field. What is the name of the second field? It is name only. Okay, now we are going to copy this again, and we are going to paste it again here. So this is the third field. Name of the third field is grades. So now we are done with defining the first row, okay, using these table TR tags, and we are done with defining three different columns using table header tags. Okay, now let's see what is the output we are going to get on the web page. So this is the output. This is the kind of output that I'm going to get on my web page. This is a caption of the table, and this is the first row that I've created using TR tag, and these are the three fields that I require for my table. Okay, now we are going to see how beta we will style the table afterwards. Let me first design the table. Okay, I'm going to give it a styling afterwards. Once I'm done with defining all the information that I've got in this table. Okay, so now we need to enter data for this table. Now this is a second row. Who is this? Who wants to get his present marked? So now we want to Shaurya, I'll come to you afterwards. Talk to me after this class. So now we want to define the data for this fields, and this is the second row, okay, in which the data is coming. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to create the row first, okay, the second row first. How can we do that? We are going to follow the same process. We need to write TR, okay, and we need to close this tag like this. That's how we can create a second row. Now what do we want? We want to enter the data in this row. This is the data. This is not the header. This is not a caption. This is the data that we want to enter in this table. How we can do that? By making use of TD tag. The way we have used TH tag here, in the same way we can use TD tag also. This is how we can enter the data. What is the first entry in this cell? What is the first thing that we want to get reflected? This one. Okay, so we need to write 1 here, and we need to close this TT tag. Likewise, we can make the second entry also. and then we need to close it. Similarly, the third entry we can make
A plus.
okay, then we need to close. Now let's see what kind of output we are going to get on the web page. So this is the output that we are going to get on the web page. Okay. Now if suppose you want to make third, sorry, you want to make the second entry for this table. Okay, this is the second entry that we have got for this table over here on this workbook. How you will do it? You just have to copy this whole code. Okay, and you have to paste it like this. Now just change the data here in these fields for these fields.
Sir, what is the
Let's
full
see.
form of TR?
Table row. Okay, now what is the output that we are going to get on the web page? Let us just check that also out. So this is the output that we are going to get on the web page. Now let us make the third entry. So we are again going to copy this data, this whole line, and we are going to paste it here. Again, we are going to make the required changes. Whatever changes you want to make, you can make it. Make them like this. Around. So this is the table that we have got on the web page now. Now the second thing, have you all got this point? How you will create a table, how you will define the caption, and how you will create rows and headers for the table that we have got on the web page? Absolutely. Now what we are going to do is we are going to style our table. Okay, and how we can do that? We can make use of this style tab over here. We can make use of these style tags. Now the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to define a border for this table. How we can do this? By using border property. Okay, and what is the value that you can pass for this border property? 1 pixel. Okay, 1 px stands for 1 pixel. Border and color. Just a second. Solid blue. So I want a solid border of 1 pixel and of blue color. Let's see what kind of output we are going to get here on this web page. So this is the border of the table, okay, that we have defined using this code over here. Now, if you want lines in between these, headers also, and in between these, data that you have entered in this table, how you're going to do it? What is the tag that we have used for defining this, data over here in this table?
Border.
What is the tag? What is the tag that we've used for defining this data?
T.
TD. Okay. And what is the tag that we've used for defining these headers over here?
H.
And what is the tag that we've used for defining these rows, these whole rows? TR. What are we going to do is, as we want, as we want this border, for all the things, TR, table, TH, we are going to put all the things here only, like this. TR, TH, okay, TD. Now, what is the change that we are going to see on this web page? So now the table will appear somewhat like this. Okay. So in this way, you can define a particular property and pass the value to that property in a single go for 2 or more tags. Remember this thing. Okay. You just have to separate them with the help of these commas. Okay. And then you can pass the values as well as you can style them in a single go. In one go, you can style them like this. Fine. Now, if suppose you want to align this text, okay, how and what is the attribute that you can use for that? So the attribute that you can use is text align for defining the alignment of the text.
सॉरी हमने किस चीज के लिए यूज किया?
For defining the alignment here. Right now it is left aligned. All the text here, this table is left aligned. I want to align it in the center. Now this is the tag. This is the attribute that I can use for defining the alignment. Have you noticed the changes over here in this table?
Yes sir.
Yes.
Entirely aligned. Okay, so that's how we can define a table, and that's how we can style it using these properties and using these
Excuse me,
tags.
sir.
Yes, who's this?
So what is the use of TR tag?
What is the use of TR tag? It is used for creating a row. TR tag is used for creating a row. See, until and unless you have a row, you will not be able to make any entry. So in order to make an entry, you need to create a row first. Okay, so this is the first row that we have created for defining the header part. This is the second row that we have created for defining this data, the data that you are seeing here that I'm highlighting right now. This is the second row. This is the third row, and this is the fourth row. Okay, so before defining these table data, and before defining this table header, you need to create a space for them first, in which you can get them reflected. And how you are going to do that? You can make use of these TR tags for creating the rows. Okay, and after that you can define whatever data you want to do. So that's it for